Warm up today, 3 rounds, 10 reps of each movement. We're gonna start with leg swings. After that, high knees, then butt kicks, and then our alternating shoulder taps. Our leg swings, grabbing a PVC, a broomstick, whatever we can put in the ground, or simply putting our hand up against the wall, working through that full range, forward and backwards, getting the hamstring and the quad nice and opened up. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. After our 10 and 10, putting that wall in the middle of us, or that beam in the middle, working left to right, getting that hip nice and open for 10, and then for 10. And then after our 10 swings, 10 high knees per side, 10 butt kicks per side, and then 10 alternating shoulder taps. After our 3 rounds of our 10, 10, 10, 10, we're gonna go out for a nice and smooth 400-meter run, out, back in. Warm up today, again, getting some rowing in our workout. So starting with a 1-minute row, again, if we're not here, don't have a rower, access to a rower, 200-meter jog out to that point, come on back in just nice and smooth. After that, we're going 3 times through, 30 seconds of Russian baby, 30 seconds of arm circles, and then a 30-second front plank. So again, that Russian baby, feet about in that shoulders position, that squatting position, grabbing underneath the toes, and then holding down in the bottom, pulling those hips into our heels, holding there for 30. After that, we'll stand up. We'll work through 30 seconds arm circles, whether you want to go 15 seconds forward and then 15 seconds backwards, maybe alternating it around, totally up to you. And then finishing with that 30-second front plank, staying on our elbows, keeping that back nice and flat, butt down, not getting into this position here. Just staying nice and tight, getting that core nice and engaged. And then workout today, bringing back sort of that Saturday Suckfest 25-minute AMRAP, starting with 10 single-arm dumbbell thrusters. So what we're looking for there, starting in one hand, you'll work through that full thruster, so that full squat in that press. After 5 reps in one hand, we'll actually switch and then do reps 6 through 10 in the other hand. After your 10 thrusters, we then have a 20-cal row for men, 16-cal row for ladies. Again, if we aren't here, don't have access to a rower, 250-meter run, so adding a little bit on each end of that 200-meter run. After that, 10 V-ups, so all the way down to the ground, working through, trying to get quads and stomach to meet somewhere in the middle. After our 10 V-ups, getting back onto that rower for, again, 20 or 16 for men and ladies respectively, or another 250-meter run. And then 4 different movements today for our mobility: couch stretch, pigeon, child's pose, and then that calf stretch. Looking at 1 minute of each, except for that child's pose, we're gonna go for a full 2 minutes and really get those lats nice and stretched out. Starting with that couch stretch, find your soft thing to use here, pillow, couch cushion, whatever it is. Put that knee on it, back toe goes up into the wall, front leg comes out. Working on getting that back hip, back quad nice and stretched out. Holding for a minute, then we would switch sides and do the same thing for another minute. Again, back hip, back quad, nice and fully extended, those hips sinking forward. After our couch stretch, going into our pigeon. So back leg nice and long, front leg out in front of you here, best that you can. We can always bring that shin more forward to get that deeper stretch if we need it. Holding for a minute, and then switching sides and doing pigeon on the other side for another minute. After our 2 minutes of pigeon, child's pose, toes together, knees out, fully extended out the front. We're gonna hold for 2 minutes, so if you ever feel like you wanna shift from side to side, feel free, get the obliques nice and stretched out that way. And then also making sure we're going the other way. And then last, finishing off with that calf stretch, so finding that wall, heel on the ground, toe high, bringing our weight forward, stretching out that calf, holding for a minute, and then switching and holding for another minute.